Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Gonzalez, and I am the summer school coordinator for your school. I have the campuses Esparza, Villarreal. I also have Evers, Cable, Martin, and 10 other campuses that are going to be attending the summer school. And I just want to welcome everybody to the Summer School 2020. And we hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful time throughout these next 17 days, which are going to be very engaging. They're going to be very interactive. And we just want to make sure that you have a great, great experience throughout these 17 days. Okay. And I just want to go ahead and welcome you by reading a quick little read aloud. This is one of my favorites. It's about different cultures and different nationalities and how we all together become one. Okay, and the story is Grandma Fina and her wonderful umbrellas. And the author of the story is Benjamin Saenz. And the author is the person who actually wrote the book. Okay, he's the one who authored this book. And the illustrator is illustrated by Geronimo Garcia. And the illustrator, yes, that's right. The illustrator is the person who's actually drawing all these pictures. And you're going to see in this book that this illustrator really used a lot of color to help us understand what he was trying to, the message they were trying to tell us. Okay, so here we go. Grandma Fina and her wonderful umbrellas. There you go. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to read right here. Grandma Fina laughed and laughed as she walked down the street with her fine yellow umbrella and her fine yellow purse and her fine yellow shoes. I love my yellow umbrella, she said to herself. My yellow umbrella keeps me cool and warm on sunny days. You see, she's got her yellow umbrella. She's got her yellow earrings, but she really likes her yellow umbrella. Let's see what else it says here. It says, Grandma Fina saw Miss Bird picking flowers in her yard. Hello, Miss Bird, she said. Hello, Grandma Fina. Hi, Miss Bird. Fine day, Grandma Fina said. Fine day, said Mrs. Bird. Fine flowers, Grandma. Fine flowers, said Bird. Grandma Fina smiled, and Bird smiled too. Then Grandma Fina kept on walking, but Mrs. Bird noticed that Grandma Fina's yellow umbrella was old and torn. Grandma Fina needs a new umbrella, she thought. She needs a new umbrella. Why do you think her umbrella is so worn and torn? Why do you think her yellow umbrella is so worn and torn? See? I think I have an idea. Grandma Fina didn't care that her yellow umbrella was old and torn. Her yellow umbrella was her friend. Then Grandma Fina saw her daughter, Cecilia, watering her garden. Good morning, hijita, she said. Grandma Fina said, Good morning, mamacita de mi corazón, Cecilia said. Te adoro, Grandma Fina said. I love you too, Cecilia answered. Then Cecilia smiled and said, I think you have a torn umbrella. Yes, Grandma Fina said, I think I have a torn umbrella, but I really love my yellow umbrella. See? Everybody's worried. Everybody's starting to really worry about her yellow umbrella being so worn and torn. Let's see what happens on the next page. Grandma Fina greeted Mrs. Garcia, who was sitting on her front porch. You have a wonderful porch, Grandma Fina said. Yes, Miss Garcia said. I have a wonderful porch. And then Mrs. Garcia noticed. What do you think Mrs. Garcia noticed? That's right. She noticed her yellow, worn and torn umbrella. Mrs. Garcia didn't want to hurt Grandma's Fina's feelings by telling her she needed a new umbrella. So she smiled and said, What a beautiful yellow umbrella, Mrs. Fina. Yes, Grandma Fina said, a beautiful yellow umbrella, and she just kept walking down the street. I wonder, what are they going to do next? Mr. Lopez was picking tomatoes. Wonderful tomatoes, he thought. Wonderful, wonderful. Just then, he saw Grandma Fina walking down the street with her torn yellow umbrella and her yellow shoes and her yellow purse. Would you like a tomato? Mr. Lopez asked. Yes, I would love a tomato, Grandma Fina said, and she put the tomato in her purse. Wonderful tomatoes, she said. Wonderful like my yellow umbrella. And she kept walking down the street. I like the way that everybody is concerned and worried about her yellow umbrella. Her yellow, torn and worn umbrella. Benito, Angel, and Gloria yelled when they saw Grandma Fina. Grandma Fina! Grandma Fina! Then Benito hugged her. Then Angel hugged her. Then Gloria hugged her. Wonderful hugs. Wonderful. Wonderful like Mr. Lopez's tomatoes. See how they're all hugging her? They're all super excited to be able to see Grandma Fina. How are my grandchildren? Grandma Fina asked. Wonderful, Benito yelled. Wonderful, Angel yelled. Wonderful, Gloria yelled. Grandma Fina hugged them again and kept walking. Her umbrella is torn, Benito whispered. Her umbrella is torn, Benito whispered. Yes, said Angel. Yes, yes, said Gloria. But I guess they just don't realize how much she really likes her yellow umbrella. What do you think? You think that she really likes her yellow umbrella? Tommy the Terror escaped past Grandma Fina on her skateboard. Hello, he said. Hello, Grandma Fina said. And just then Tommy the Terror fell off his skateboard. You're going to get all scraped up, Grandma Fina said. Yes, I'm going to get all scraped up, Tommy the Terror said. But even if I get all scraped up, I'll never look as bad as your yellow torn umbrella. And Tommy the Terror skated away. Grandma Fina shook her head. And she just kept walking down the street. I don't think that was very nice of Tommy. What do you think? I think he was just being honest, but there could have been a different way he could have told her, right? I think so. Grandma Fina saw Mr. Johnson mowing his grass. You have nice green grass, Grandma Fina said. Yes, my grass is very green. You see the green grass? Mr. Johnson said. Yes, Grandma Fina said. It's wonderful. Just like Mr. Lopez's tomatoes. That's right. Just like Mr. Lopez's tomatoes. Everybody seems very happy. Yes, Mr. Johnson said, but Tommy the Terror likes to stomp on my grass, and he's not wonderful. No, Grandma Fina said, not wonderful, but my yellow umbrella is wonderful. Mr. Johnson noticed her torn umbrella. Not wonderful, he thought. Not wonderful at all. She thinks her umbrella is wonderful, but the others don't think that it's wonderful. What do you think? What do you think? Is her yellow, torn, and worn umbrella wonderful? Let's see. Let's see what the author has to say on the next page. Up ahead on the sidewalk, Grandma Fina saw Mrs. Wang walking her dog, Jack. Jack wagged his tail when he saw Grandma Fina. What a wonderful dog you are, Jack, Grandma Fina said. What wonderful yellow shoes, Mrs. Wang answered. And what a wonderful yellow purse. And what a wonderful yellow... Then she stopped and she thought, oh, wow, her umbrella. Your umbrella is torn, Mrs. Wang said. Yes, but it's wonderful, Grandma Fina said. Yes, Mrs. Wang said, but she didn't think a torn yellow umbrella was so wonderful, like Grandma Fina thought? What do you think? And why do you think it might be or may not be wonderful? Okay, are you thinking? Do you hold that thought? Let's see what the author has to say. Okay. Let's see. He says right here, he says, Grandma Fina's son Reuben waved at her. Hello, Mother, he said. Hello, Reuben, Grandma Fina said. I went for a walk and I saw Mrs. Bird and her wonderful flowers and her sister Cecilia and Mrs. Garcia on her porch and Mr. Lopez who gave me a tomato and Benito and Angel and Gloria gave me hugs, and I saw Tommy the Terror, and it is who wasn't so wonderful as Mr. Johnson and his green grass, Mrs. Wong and her wonderful dog Jack, and they all thought my yellow umbrella was wonderful. I see, Reuben said. You see, all the different people care about Grandma Fina's yellow umbrella, but they didn't want to tell her that it was all torn and worn because they were all thinking about how would she feel if she loves her umbrella so much. Let's see what the author has to say. The next day, as Grandma Fina passed Cecilia's house with her yellow umbrella and her yellow purse and her yellow shoes, Cecilia yelled, "Come in, come in." "Yes, I'll come in," Grandma Fina said, and she walked right into Cecilia's house. Everyone was there yelling, "Surprise, Grandma Fina! Happy birthday!" "What a wonderful surprise," Grandma Fina said. What do you think they all got her for her birthday? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I bet you it is. Let's see what it is. Grandma Fina said, "Wonderful!" And she hugged everyone in the room, even Tommy the Terror. They ate cake, and then it was time for presents. They all love Grandma Fina very much. You see, these are all of the different people right here who saw Grandma Fina as she was walking down the street. I like those people. Okay, I wonder what the present is. Are you thinking? Okay, let's see. "We got you an umbrella," Benito and Angel and Gloria yelled. "I got you an umbrella too," Cecilia said. "Oh no," Reuben said. "Me too." "No," Miss Wang said. "I got you an umbrella too." "Me too," shouted Tommy the Terror. Mrs. Bird shook her head. "I got you an umbrella too." So did I," said Mr. Garcia. "Oh no, I did too," said Mr. Lopez as he waved his tomato-looking umbrella. "This is 9 umbrellas. This is awful," Reuben said. "Wonderful," Grandma Fina said. "Wonderful. Now I have 9 different umbrellas." See the different umbrellas that everybody got her? That is a very nice community of people she lives in. The next day, Grandma Fina waited for her son Reuben to give her a ride. She stood outside the house holding her 10 umbrellas. Mr. Lopez's tomato umbrella, Miss Wang's dog umbrella, Miss Garcia's umbrella with suns and moons, Mr. Johnson's green grass umbrella, her grandmother's star umbrella, Cecilia's blue umbrella, Reuben's zebra umbrella, Mrs. Bird's flower umbrella, and Tommy the Terror's skateboard umbrella. And of course, which one did she have also? Which one did you think she also had and she didn't want to leave it behind? They were all different, but they all meant the same for her. Which one do you think it is? That's right. She had her yellow umbrella with her too. "I'm going to visit my friends," she told Reuben. So look at all of the umbrellas. Can you see them? You see all the different umbrellas, and you see her torn yellow umbrella way at the bottom with her yellow purse and her yellow shoes. So now she doesn't want to hurt their feelings by not using their umbrellas. When Ruben stopped in front of Cecilia Lindo's community center, Grandma Fina got out of her car. Grandma Fina marched into the Cielito Lindo and with her 10 umbrellas. A few minutes later, Grandma Fina and 9 of her friends walked outside, and every one of the 9 friends was holding up a new umbrella. They all helped her with her umbrellas. You see? And Grandma Fina, well, Grandma Fina, which one do you think she kept? That's right. She kept her yellow, worn, and torn, wonderful umbrella. Grandma Fina kept saying, "Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Isn't this just wonderful?" Do you have something that you really like, that no matter how many other people give you the same item, you always use the same one? Just like Grandma Fina, I made a connection. I have lots of shoes, lots of different shoes, but I always wear my same shoes. The end. Did you enjoy the story, my little friends? I hope you did. I'm super excited to be able to start the summer school program on Monday, tomorrow Monday, and I hope you are too. Your teachers, Ms. Guzman, has worked very hard, very, very hard in making sure that you have the best quality, engaging lessons for your class. And I just want you to know that she's excited, she's ready, and if you need anything, you just let us know. You have a great 17 days of summer school learning, and we hope to see you. I'll be connecting with your teacher in her classrooms. Bye, friends. Bye.